I hate when people on YouTube do this, but I don't have an awful lot of time with this car. So I'm just going to get cracking. This is the latest BMW 230i. The really sickening part is 241 brake horsepower to the rear wheels, and it's not even 50 grand in the UK. So is it the kind of 240/M2 thinking person's Beamer? Let's find out. You know, in some ways it's like a squished 8 Series coupe. Even the grille is a little bit more tame compared to what you might be used to. Now that car engine is running, and that's how quiet it is at idle. So it's a kind of incognito car. But then you look at the side, look at those huge discs with the blue caliper. This is Portimao Blue, one of my favorite BMW colors. Little crease groove in the bonnet. Is it actually needed? Probably not. There isn't a V8 sitting under there, for example. But it's just a short, compact enough car. And I've recently driven the M2. Maybe you've even had a look at that video on the channel. This doesn't have as much drama over the rear. Yes, you have twin exhausts on either side. A little bit of a diffuser down here. 230i on the badging. And still a very usable, practical boot. And you know, you could have sat in a 3 Series 5 years ago and it really wouldn't have changed in here compared to this 230i. They're very, very similar setup, particularly in the iDrive. Nothing much has changed there. The wraparound screen, 3-spoke M Sport steering wheel. Don't even need leather seats. These are Alcantara with some fabric, comfortable. Still got the M colours. Can't believe myself, but manually adjusted seats. Let's save some weight. Let's keep things simple. It's really about what's at the heart of this petrol 5.9 seconds to 60 car. It's also just a 4-cylinder, just a 2-litre petrol engine. Let's go for a spin. You see, I'm old enough to remember when BMW were perhaps more simpler cars, just power to the rear wheels. Let's not mention the run flats, but you know, it was just simple, good, fun cars to drive. And this, in today's world, stands out because it's one of those cars. It's barely 1,600 kilos. And even that, by today's standards, is impressive. And it's just enough power. It's not going to get you into serious trouble. But for the daily use of a car, it can do all those things. And it just handles so well. It's got a lovely suspension feel to it. The tires feel good. The steering gives you that BMW feedback. Even when you accelerate, you can feel these vibrations through the wheel. So it lets you know what the car is doing. Officially, you should be able to get, 7 litres per 100 kilometres out of the efficiency. I don't know if it's actually that good. Put it this way, I'm getting 24 miles to the gallon. But where I can see other cars braking ahead on the road because their cars can't handle whatever bend is coming up, this is just sweeping through the bends beautifully. Obviously the M2 is a totally different car, totally different experience. But that car is kind of always on. It's not really I just want to go to work and not be bothered kind of car. This can do that. As soon as you bury that throttle, the power just comes on straight away. There's no real sense of lag. You have a sense of the weight of this car is working with you, not against you. And it's still very, very comfortable at the speed limit on these, they're not great roads. Decent enough engine. A note out of the car. We're in a world now where there's going to have to be compromise somewhere. Even with the M5, okay? You want an M5, you want a V8, it's got to be hybrid. Do you know what? Power this through a bend and it just performs so well. And it's enough. 240 brake horsepower is enough. It's got less power than a GTI. But unlike the GTI, it's giving you all that power to the rear wheels and just a different kind of experience. No doubt the GTI is quicker, feels quicker. This just reminds me of BMWs of old. And I liked those BMWs. For a 4-cylinder 2 litre sounds pretty good. If, like most people, you don't have 120 odd grand to spend on an M2, it's not a bad alternative. So yeah, as I expected, a huge amount of fun. Doesn't have the running costs of an M car, doesn't have the same always wanting to go kind of power to it. It's not a particularly mind-blowingly fast car, but it's agile, it's fun. It can be a little bit twitchy if you want on the rear bias. And yeah, it reminds me of not quite the straight 6 335 IM Sport I had quite a few years ago, but it just proves you. Petrol, rear-wheel drive, just enough brake horsepower, lots of fun. Thanks for watching.